Yo, what's up, man? You guys are tuning in to KWCW 90.5 FM, and that's Washington State. You already know what's up, what's poppin'. With your boy right here, DJ LA at 7 Star Nation, the show. With my boy DJ Yugi, who couldn't make it, but you know what's up. But other than that, we got some cool things popping right here, you know what I mean? We got an exclusive radio interview with OG Big Wicked. He has made many songs, and you guys, he keeps it real all the time on these tracks. So we're gonna ask some questions, but he's right here. So what's good, man?
Yo, what's cracking, doggy dog? First and foremost, shout out to you, DJ LA, and the radio station KCW 90.5 FM. I mean, much love. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having you too. You know what I mean? So I got a few questions for you, man. So let us know about how did it feel to work with High Power Entertainment. I know you were working with them, made a song with them. Were you signed to them, or was it like a promotional deal, or was it just kind of like a one-time thing, like a homie, showing that respect and all that?
Yeah, that's a good question, G. I mean, shout out to them homies and shit. I mean, I was never signed to any label out there. Was never signed to High Power or anybody. I always did my own thing. I always been independent with my hustle, my music, and everything I do. So the tracks that I did with High Power with Capone is because we go from way back. You know what I mean? We know each other from the past and everything. So he had asked me, I believe it was 2007 or so, that he was doing a little album, and I believe it was High Power Soldiers, or not High Power Soldiers. It was one of his albums that came out in 2017, dog. And yeah, told me if I was down to do track for that, and I told him, yeah, fuck it, you know what I mean, shoot it, I'll see what I can do, you know what I mean. And it's shot me a beat by Clumsy Beats at that time, and that was when I came up with the whole idea, the whole concept of Southside Worldwide. So that was all me right there. I wrote it. He shot me the beat, and then I blessed the homie with it. I mean, so he did his thing with it, and it was released under that album right there. I believe it was the gang related album, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's it
yes,
was I believe it's called Southsiders or Southside, and I believe it was a compilation album, right? Because it had different artists in it.
I yeah, I had a gang of other artists, but I mean, they had homies at that time that were with High Power, which is Bozo. It was
Right.
you had homies from 805. You had Maldito. You had Enemy. You had Screamer. You had homies from IE. This back when FKM was also with High Power. I believe he was signed to Miss Pink's on Ruthless Records, or not Ruthless Records. My bad. It was another label that she had going in at that time, dog. So matter of fact, on that whole like compilation, a lot of us networked and met each other through that. But I already knew a lot of the homies from there. But so yeah, I blessed them with that right there, and then we also did. I mean, I showed up to when I got out in 2013, out the feds. Uh, I also was. I showed up at a couple of like video shoots. One of them was, I believe, We Active. Yeah, you'll catch me in that video right there. That's like back in 2000 and yeah, I think it was 2013, dog. You know what I mean? It was a video that I was on. So I haven't talked to homeboy in a while, dog. You know what I mean? Wish him well. Wish everybody well. You know what I mean? Fucking like no hate on my end. All love on my side. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but I do my own thing. Been doing my own thing, and yeah, never no label. My label is Real Ones Entertainment. That's my label. I run it my own. I do my own thing, and I have my homies that I have under me on that. My homie Big League Stool and my homie A Face used to go by Rascal.
Nice. Yeah, I think I heard him rap in one of your videos. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Um, it's man, it's right in my head, but I can't not remember that. I heard a song. I think it was one of the new ones you made. Um, no, it's not. I know you made another one called "Won't Stop." I know that song.
Can't stop,
But
won't
it,
stop.
but there was another one you made. I'm not sure if it was a feature, but you made another one after that one.
What year was it? Which one are we talking about?
It was probably last year.
Last year, before the rap shit.
That one,
Let me
that
just
one, that
title
one, that
it.
one.
Excuse
Before
my
the,
language.
it's all good. Before the rap, yeah, that one. That's the one. That was
That right
actually that's
there.
a good one.
Hood mentality. I got. Excuse me. Um, I got one with Mr. Little One. Dance to the rhythm. I got Gutter. I got a daughter with my song called Fallen. I
Oh
got
yeah, I heard that
Siempre
one.
Activo. Uh, yeah, I got quite a few tracks, and also got a full album that I released that was unreleased, which is the Lost Tapes, which has 22 tracks on it that were recorded back in the 90s and 2000s, and I was unable to release it because I was in prison, and I mean there wasn't really all that stuff that you had available back in those days. And I mean like all the new digital stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so back then it was just like tapes, or you know what I mean, just so I decided to just put it out there. Some of the tracks sound like you could tell by when you hear it that it was recorded back in those days. But I mean, I gave my real supporters, my real fans, a chance to actually, I mean, be blessed with those tracks that are circling out there on tapes. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Which track were you referring to though?
What's up?
Which track were you referring to? When you were asking me, did I know I got a.
Uh,
Then the
bef-
recent one that I did is OC to KC. Uh, yeah, there's a few tracks, dog. I mean, you got the Southside Worldwide we talked about. I mean, Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
yeah,
Uh,
I saw that stuff. You know, I mean, you got some really good. I saw some of your
America's
old
Most Wanted.
recordings, and they
Maybe
were
you're
really
talking
good.
about. Yeah, America's Most Wanted. That's another one there.
Yeah, you had some really good ones. You know, I mean, like I heard a lot of your songs, and I was like, man, you know, I mean, I think the reason that many rappers, when they rap a certain style, they can't not like. Let's put it this way: Chicano rap.
Replace.
No, you know, Chicano rap has been on a different level where there's mainstream Chicano rap, there's old school Chicano rap, and there's still like the underground gangster Chicano rap. And so I see you right now as in the Chicano gangster rap area, and a little bit more the thuggish as well. Are you trying to like change a little bit later on? Or are you trying to stay in the same area for your fans? Or are you trying to move up a little bit different for to make new fans?
Well, you know, I mean, I always had my own style, dog. My own voice, my own thing, and I mean, I never switched up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So as far as like the lyrical content, if that's what we're speaking about, it's so there's always room to grow. You
right.
know, I mean, you can't talk about the gangbang thing in every track. Which I mean, I speak about my experiences. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I always throw my neighborhood up in the mix or whatnot. But uh, if you heard my last tracks, like for example, you compare it to like say, I mean, in every track you'll hear like a gangbang, but you'll hear the pain in the in the experience of what I've been through. I mean, some rappers out there may say, nah, that fool is all ABC rap or whatever, you know, and I don't give a, you know what I mean, what
Yeah.
they say,
I
because I
feel
still
you.
do my thing, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. No, I
They
feel
can
you.
pretty much eat a, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but I do what I do, and if you actually listen to lyrics, like for example, like Can't Stop, Won't Stop, uh, like when the darkness consumes the room in a cell, living hell, window mail. I mean, I've been in the calles putting holes in domes, cities I roam. My name is known, certified gangster. I am OG, right? And then you have like you if you listen to it, like, wow, that's gangster-ish. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
uh, it's also like he's telling a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
across a song like "Fallen," which is a different topic. It's more like a prayer in a song that I did with my daughter, and that song right there is more like let me see, it's like talking to God and kind of like, I mean, it's different. So people that know my music, they know my music. So if so, I guess what I'm trying to say is that my lyrical content is always very it changes from time to time. So it really depends on my mood, and I do that because you're not always in a. I mean, I'm a dad, I'm a gangster, but I'm also a businessman, and I'm also not no longer a 18-year-old out there running amok. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my subjects change, so it depends on my mood, and I always accommodate those moods to other people that are feeling the same. There might be a time when you're going through it, you might want to pop in Fallen. There might be a time when you're feeling like on some gangster, you know what I mean, thing. Then you pop in like Can't Stop, Won't Stop, America's Most Wanted, or some of my real gangster stuff, or go back to Walking Through the Hood or whatnot. You know what I mean, back in the '90s stuff. You know what I mean, you might be feeling like you're going through some real uh, 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 real things. You know what I mean? Like another song that I have a lot of pain on is Gutter. You know what I mean? And that song right there, if you listen to it, like man, that's pain right there. That's gangster. And this guy lost his father when he was 12 of cancer, and man, this guy's got his clothing line. This guy's like, so you actually start getting to know me a little better. You know what I mean? It's not just like, yeah, going down the street and smoking my foes, and I'm down with my, you know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I
So
feel you. I
yeah,
feel
dog.
you.
And the more you hear my newest jazz, the more I'm trying to get in touch with like telling more of a story from things that I actually didn't speak about before.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm starting to get a little more deeper in my tracks. If you actually listen to the last ones and the recent ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, because when I hear your lyrics, I heard some of them like, oh man, this guy's keeping it real, and it's true. A lot of rappers, now these days, they rap out something, but it's like they're lying between their teeth. You know what I mean? And then later on, I mean, it's what it is. But
Yeah, they
when I
ain't
hear when I
about it.
hear
You know
your
what I mean?
stuff, you're keeping it more real. You're basically telling a story for the next youngster, something that picks it up and says, "Hey, he went through this. I don't want to go through this." You know what I mean? So you kind of, at the same time, people might think it's not a good thing to rap about that, but at the same time, it does become positive for the person we're trying to reach.
If they actually get take the time to actually get to know, or not even get to know, dog, but actually take the time to listen and catch some wisdom, or actually like instead of like man, this guy's over here like we're still talking about the '90s, stuck in the
Right, right.
'90s, still wearing baggy pants. Come on, homie. I got my clothing line, Real Ones Apparel. I'm not just no longer like a SoundCloud rapper, YouTube just throwing videos out there, whatever, which is all good. I mean, you got to start somewhere. I've done that before,
Yeah,
but now I'm a Spotify, Pandora. I mean, you can purchase my things, and I'm a verified artist. You Google me, OG Big Wicked, you'll find me right there on Google. You know what I mean? And verified. You know what I mean? So if I can go through the streets and be a full-on gangbanger, you know what I mean, and actually be a real dude to where like dudes will be like, man, I know that dude. I mean, that dude's solid. He's actually about it. He don't just rap about it. He's a respectful dude, but if you disrespect him, you might end up missing your front teeth. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I'm the type of dude. You know what I mean, and I'm a very
yeah,
respectful man, and it's always got to be about respect. But I mean, I'm not a rapper. I'm not about to sit here and get, you know what I mean, labeled as that, as the, like, oh man, that fool ain't gonna do nothing. He just raps about it. Well, I dare a fool to try. You know what I mean? And not to say I'm trying to sit here and be like, pretend that I'm the biggest gangster in the planet, whatever. No, but I'm trying to show these kids, these youngsters, and those that are trying to do the music, because nowadays there's billions of rappers out there that you can actually keep it real and stay true to your roots, actually stay with the '90s, not switching up wearing skinny jeans or dyeing your hair pink or all this other weird stuff. You got dudes out there doing some weird ass stuff. I mean, wearing like damn nail polish and shit. I mean, excuse my language.
yeah, yeah. I
You know what
feel
I
you.
mean?
I feel
I
you.
mean, like you got this little pump dude right there wearing like literally like nails. You know what I mean? Wearing purses and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna sit here and judge another man. I mean, or whatever. But I kept it true to my roots, and I still do the same music that I did. I still dress the same way, but I have style. You know what I mean? I do it with style. I'm not sloppy with it. I'm not following a trend. Matter of fact, the stuff that I was doing back then and the things that we were wearing back then, kids now they are wearing it. You know what I mean? But a lot of think that it's just a fashion. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
me, it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel you. Yeah, it's one of those tough subjects to talk about because a lot of things are new generation.
changing,
It's just one of those things
of
that,
course.
like, even to touch subjects like that, that subject. It's so tough for me to even talk about it, even through the music industry. How is that working? The new trend, like you said, a lot of things are switching up, and
Of course,
it,
dog.
it
Don't
does
get
it
me
does
wrong,
it
dog.
does
You know what I
it
mean?
does
Like,
it
I don't
does
want to knock
many.
anybody's hustle or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean that
So
if
I
that,
feel
that
you on
stuff's
that.
working for them, then by all means. You know what I mean? But I'm just speaking for on me and my what you know what I mean. The way I just stay with my style. You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy that no matter what styles come in, no matter what eras or generations come through with what style, it always comes back to the '90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
thing you know, I mean, they all come back to the Dickies. They all want to start getting stuff off of eBay, stuff that I used to wear. I mean, I go back to Anchor Blues. I don't know if you heard of Anchor Blues. You know what I mean? I used to sport that because it has a B on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like Miller's Outpost. People be like, what is that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, people are trying to buy that stuff online. You know what I mean? So it's just the '90s will always be alive, dog. You know what I mean? No matter what
Right, right.
comes around and
No, I
shit. You
feel
know what I
you.
mean?
I
So,
feel you.
yeah, dog.
So we got another question right here.
Yes, sir.
So another question I have is, who do you want to make tracks with, like, later on? Like, I know you can make tracks with anybody, but if you could do something like a different type of album, a different type of sound, or something a little bit different, which artist would you like to record with?
I mean, I got a lot of features that I'm behind on, G. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm looking to work with anybody. I'm willing to work with anybody that I'm feeling.
Right.
I mean, if we get at each other and everything, and the homie or the individual is solid, I don't care if they're black or brown or Chinese. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? If they got dope sounds and that they're real with it, I don't mind. You know what I mean? It's about like the talent, about feeling each other. I mean, I can't just go. I have a ton of features that I declined because stuff. I mean, no disrespect to them. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of I have thousands and thousands of beats that I get sent to me, and shout out to all of them that send me beats. You know what I mean? But I can't fill all of them. You know what I mean? Right now, as a matter of fact, I got more beats than I know what to do with. You know what I mean? And I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like it's just a matter of feeling that person and having that like that vibe, you know what I mean, that connection or whatever, and then I'm willing to work with them. But to say that I'm looking to work with somebody, I don't have anybody in mind. G, and just like I'm just going with the flow. I'm just doing my thing and just building my empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. Do you think you're gonna make another track with Mr. Capone or even the Crime Family? Some of the members from the Crime Family, if you had the chance.
Matter of fact, to answer the first question, Capone, I haven't talked to him in a while. G, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? And so I mean, so I haven't talked to him in a while. So I mean, we're all pretty much busy with what we're doing. Crime Family. I had talked to Mr. Criminal at a little event in OG Mike's. This is a few years back, and they're right there. And I know like a lot of them from Crime Family as well. You know what I mean? Speaking about, am I gonna do songs with Crime Family? I already did them. I have a song that me and Diablo did, Free Diablo. We did that back in, I believe it was 2016 or no, no, not 2000, 2017 or so, and I haven't released it. And we got another one, you know what I mean, that I did with the homies from Riverside, which I did, believe last year or a couple years back. That's what I'm saying. I'm behind on my stuff. I got one with Sinner, Free Sinner, the homie Big Temps. I got one with um, the homies right there, Snoops. Yeah, so I do have songs already with Crime Family. And matter of fact, speaking about Crime Family, I also had a song with someone that used to be with them, but I don't know what happened with that song. But he had got at me. I mean, a lot of people get at me to do a feature. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. I'm not trying to say like, yeah, they get at me. I don't get at them. I'm not even trying to say that.
No, I
But
know.
a lot of people did get at me. You know what I mean? And I did certain songs, but for whatever reason, they don't release them or whatever. There's this individual called White Smoke. I mean, White Smoke, shout out to him. I don't know what he's up to or whatever he's got going on, but I did a feature for him too that he asked me to do, uh, and it never got released. I don't know if he's still with Crime Family or whatever, but um, yeah. So to answer your question, yes, I've done. I mean, a lot of songs with a lot of people already that are
Yeah,
not released. I'm just waiting to put them in my album.
yeah, I feel you on that part. You know, I mean, I make music as well, so I understand that part where you record features and they're saying they're gonna release it this year, and then eventually it becomes one of those unreleased tracks that might come out later on in life, but they will be
Yeah,
released
hopefully.
later on.
Yeah, what's messed up is that sometimes they release them like when you're gone. You know what I mean? And
Yes, that's and that's
yeah, it's
and that's
unfortunate.
and that's kind of like I would for me, you know what I mean, that's like the sad part, you know what I mean? It's like why couldn't you just
Yeah.
release it when he was still around? Why had to wait till he was gone, you
Yeah,
know what
which
I
is all
mean?
good. I mean, and these homies that I did features for, whatever. And I mean, like, and it's all good. I mean, it's I bless them with it. I mean, and I'm always down to like network with homies, and it's about uplifting each other. It's not about hating on each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I do have myself a lot of tracks myself. But the reason why I'm holding them back is because I've been trying to put an album together, and I'm not gonna do the album all me, which a lot of people tell me like, man, why you put features on people, man? You know what I mean? We want to hear you, and I understand that. But see, the reason why I do it is not because I don't know how to write a whole album. I can write things, you know what I mean? But I want to give other people shine with my shine.
Yeah, I
You
feel
know
you.
what I mean?
Yeah. That's what's up. And we actually it's pretty cool that you're helping others, you know, through your label as well as, you know, looking for new talent or keeping it real, you know, you're keeping the same Chicano Latino, you know, movement to help others as many should actually do that. Many people have big platforms do help, but Chicano rap has kind of been in a little place where jealousy comes around a lot, and then depending on which artist it is,
Right,
but
right.
a lot of them, you know, like you know, you came up, you helped many, you try to do your thing, and now you're trying to give back, and giving back to the community is what you're doing is helping another person. So when he comes up, he can do the same thing that you did.
Yeah, absolutely, dog. And that's why I'm trying to grow my platform, and which is why I'm choosing to actually do the next music videos or whatnot on my own YouTube channel. You know what I mean? It's, instead of like going to other channels. I mean, and I hope that they prosper too. But the way to grow your channel is I mean, the way to actually make it, dog, is like, I mean, it's always good to put things out on different platforms. But let's say, for example, right, if I put my music video out in a platform that's already out there grown and they got like 100,000 followers or whatever, cool, for the exposure, whatever. I mean, if you have an agreement or whatnot with that channel. But what I'm trying to do now is grow my channel so that I can help other people out too myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
don't want to kind of lie to yourself. You know what I mean? Because if I put a song out on a channel that's got 100,000 followers or subscribers or whatnot, right? Then obviously I'm going to get a lot more views. But I want to be able to be humble about it and be able to put it out in a smaller YouTube channel, which is mine. Uh, and I hope that whoever's hearing this can subscribe to it and not hate on it. You know what I mean, so that I can actually show people because I don't pay for views, I don't pay for followers. That's whack to me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's like
yeah,
whack. I mean, you got to be able to don't lie to yourself. You know what I mean? You don't want to lie to yourself that you're actually uh, better than what you think you are. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
you got to be able to like be able to see like, okay, you know what, man, I only got like 1,000 views on this. Cool, accept it. Because that's what people are listening to. You know what I mean? A lot of people out there pay for their views to lie to themselves that they're actually uh, more famous than they actually are, or they're popping off like more than they are. You know what I mean? And that's whack. You know what I mean? Don't lie to yourself. You know what I mean? Keep that shit. Sorry.
it's all
Keep
good.
that 113% with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like for me, as I do promoting and marketing, I figure it out many things on YouTube, Instagram, and all the platforms, and many artists I helped before, and I helped them how to build their own platform. And you know, I talked to other promoters as well, big promoters, and I found out how they did everything, and the way they work, it's a little difficult to put it out there because I can't really talk much about it as in talking the promotion side where how it actually works. But like you said, for one of the things like YouTube, when you put your music on a platform that's really big, and then you have your YouTube account, those people are getting paid for your stuff, but you're not making money out of it. So at the same time, your YouTube channel stays at maybe 3 or 4 or 10, but the rest are blowing up because they have more subscribers. That's what happens with subscribers. And with YouTube, it's about entertainment. Is actually posting videos. Music videos do work more than actual songs on a YouTube channel, and most people get that wrong. But when you're an artist already out there and already have enough views and likes and followers, and you didn't pay for none of that, and everything is like the way you're supposed to do it the right way, you get more people to follow you, and then people repost and people share, and that's how you grow your platform. And that's how I see you doing everything independently, where I can see your platform be pretty big than other artists, because a lot of people are just lying to themselves, and then your platform
Absolutely,
be
dog. You know
get
what I mean?
real,
Like,
real's
man,
real, and that's how you actually see
that
which
you got
followers.
it, dog. You like, I mean, you can comb through my followers. You can comb through my likes. You can comb through the comments. You'll never see bots. I mean, obviously you see from time to time. Get your page verified. I don't even like that. I mean, I like everybody's comment all the time because I'm a humble individual. I try to respond to DMs or whatnot, but there's some weird ass DMs also. You know what I mean?
Robots.
But yeah, dog, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just some weird stuff you get on DMs. So I mean, but either way, all my followers are real. Whether like a lot of them may be supporters, whether like a portion might be haters, trolls, just kind of lurking to see uh, what I'm up to. What it might be another rapper with a fake profile, literally following me, just trying to buy my style or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you have people out there that literally might. You know what I mean? Follow you and we follow each other, and they might have a fake profile out there, but they want to sit here and just like kind of hate on you through a fake page. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
those are whack things that the internet allows a lot of people to do. It's a lot of circus stuff going on. You know what I mean? But aside from that, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's good networking when you know how to use it. I never use my platform or my page to go and hate on. You will never catch me on a page on the comments or a YouTube channel putting thumbs down or poop emojis or trash or you know what I mean? Like if I don't like something, I just keep scrolling, dog. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel you.
Uh,
I'm like that.
you know what I mean? I don't need to. Yeah, I don't need to like sit here and like. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. So and whenever I do pop up in comments, it's usually to maybe voice some or to show love and support. You'll see me like in different videos or whatever, but never for I need something back from you. Nah, it's just to show support, to be there and just show up and be right there, like you're clapping. You know what I mean? On the internet. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. I
I
feel
like
you.
a lot of pictures. There's some dudes that don't even like that we follow each other, and I support people more than they support me sometimes. You know what I mean? And I see it. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing it to get support. I just do it on my own out of the quota. You know what I mean? That's because that's
Yeah,
what I'm about. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people out there that like they expect you to actually like all their pictures or whatever, and or I'm not just that, but I mean like or share their stuff or whatever, but they never once ever show love. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta you know what I mean? You gotta give what you know what I mean? You gotta show love too. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel
So
you.
I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah,
What's up?
that's where I stand with that.
So yeah. So since we're almost about that time, for the radio, do you like to give a shout out to anybody out there?
Oh, shout out to everybody that's always held my fucking like I mean held me down on so much with their support. Shout out to everybody that buys my clothing line. Shout out to everybody that buys my music. Shout out to everybody that always thumbs up. Shout out to everybody who has comments. Shout out to everybody who always reposts my things. Shout out to everybody who always shows love one way or another. And I humbly appreciate every single one of them. I don't care if they got 5 followers, they got 100 followers, 1,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. Uh, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And you always see me right there reposting their stories that they do it. I'm at the top of doodle on scene. You know what I mean? I'll show you that humble respect that you took the time out your life to show me love. So I'm gonna do it right back. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cocky ass people out there that won't even take the time to even acknowledge you. You know what I mean? Like if they're above you, that should be a no no. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, I mean, we all come back to the dust. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So people they realize that. You know what I mean? So I keep it me 113%, man. And shout out to my boys from my hood. Ali Boys ATC, you know what it is. Shout out to my homies in OC. Shout out to all the homies in LA, IE 805. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Everybody in the whole United States, everybody in every country that supports my thing, man. I don't know if you noticed, but I mean, got a lot of supporters from different countries out there. I mean, Japan, Germany, Italy, Australia, Brazil, Bolivia. I mean, South America, Central America, Mexico. You know what I mean? And I love that. You know what I mean? So people out there are feeling my music, feeling my style, and feeling what I'm about. So I appreciate that because I'm not gonna be around forever. I'm just another person here trying to set his mark in this planet. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody there right there. And shout out to my clothing line, Real Ones Apparel with a Z, Real Ones with a Z Apparel. And shout out to my label, Real Ones Entertainment. Shout out to my boy Big Listo and my boy Rascal, A-Face, right there with my label now. And shout out to everybody that's out there doing their thing. And shout out to you and your radio station. And that's it, my man. I mean,
Yeah, that's what's up.
shout out to myself.
Yeah, so you already know right here, man. My boy right here, OG Big Wicked from California. Show the love, show the respect. Go check him out on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform you guys enjoy. Go check it out. You know what I mean? Also, stick around. We got more things going on. So yeah, KWCW 90.5 FM, 7 Star Nation, the show. You can also catch us on Lit Up the Show on podcast or Real Style Radio on podcast. You know what I mean? This interview can also be posted on Lit Up the Show. So if you miss it this night on 10 p.m., if you miss it, Saturday, you can always catch it on Lit Up the Show and we'll go for a repost. So have, much love, much respects. Don't drink and drive. You already know what's up. You know how I do it. DJ LA and I'm out. Yay.